Let's fight, guys. Let's fight. Very good evening to each and every one of you. Live from Georgetown, Guyana. Let's fight. Who in the ring with us this evening? Who in the ring with us tonight? Let's fight, good people. Let's fight. You know what you gotta do? It's Tara, Monday, Sunday, Tuesday, Harry, you know what you gotta do? Let's just keep each and every one of you. Very good long and well here with us. And let's fight, good people. Let's fight, let's fight, let's fight, let's fight, let's fight. Welcome in the ring, Yolanda. The ball I do. Let's fight, guys. Marvin John, let's fight. Lady Gulliver, let's fight. Andrea Thornton, let's fight. Alana Reynolds, let's fight. Welcome to the ring, guys. Welcome. Where in the world are you joining us from? Welcome to the ring. It is our privilege, distinct privilege, to have each and every one of you here with us. Let us know if you're receiving our audio well. John Raymond, Kenman Ira, Donald David, Colin Skip. Let us know if you're receiving our audio well. Colin Skip Price and Deborah Sharona Lynch and Pretty Malaysia Person Power. Let us know Marcia Wiles and Joy A. Hopkinson. Let us know, David, if you're receiving our broadcast live, if our audio is good. Kelston, good to see you. We heard that, we saw that. Rock and come in. That's where Orlin Dawn Cook says she's ready long now for the fight. Roxy Daly Austin is here. Jonah Levan, good to have you. Alicia Botilal says loud and clear. We like that Alicia is on the ball. Good to have you folks. Share the damn right. Smash that emoji button as well. We are going to ensure at our end we are shared to all the places that we need to be shared to, folks, so we avoid any distractions going down the line. We avoid any distractions going down the line, and you have our complete attention. You have our complete focus. Folks, that's what we're doing. Share the damn right, smash the emoji button, guys, and prepare to partner with us. How y'all think we're doing this thing? How y'all think we're doing it, folks? Please in time to prepare to partner with us. We are so happy to have each and every one of you. Dr.Mikhail McLennan, the life we'll be talking about this evening. Part and parcel. Dr.Mikhail McLennan. Oh, Vex. Oh, Vex. That's what we're talking. We like more people. So people too more. We like bright people. Folks, some people are a little too bright though. They're a little too bright. Share the damn line. Smash the emoji button, folks. We're coming down and we're coming along. We're so happy to have each and every one of you here. And we're doing the same, you know. We're practicing what we're preaching. We're sharing too. We share it, guys. We there. How y'all doing, good people? How are you doing, good folks? We are so happy that all of you guys are here. Let's be adjustable, doing what we need to do, and we are happy that you guys are here with us. Let's see if we really need to be. Let us see if we're there. Really ought to be good people. Good to have each and every one of you here with us. Really a privilege. It is really a privilege having each and every one of you. Devon Hayes and Joylyn Cook, Michelle McKay, I see Mona Manuel here as well, and Maurice Toby. Where are you joining us from this evening, good people? From around the world. Let's fight. Where are you joining us from? Brother Jones says respect a man. That's how we do. Respect a man, Brother Jones. Respect to you. Wendy Stevens and all the other folks. Let's to share with you guys. Share the damn light. Smash the emoji button. Rock and come in. Rock and come in. There is Landon Welchman, Moya Monroe, Barbara Ralph, Melissa Field, Volvo Racing, Linda Booker, Jason Calvin, John Barnes, Rena Cummins. Good to see you, Rena. We are so happy you're here. Person Power, Boots on the Ground, Paul DeAngelo, Alexa Abridge. How are you, Pinky Vaughn, Gina Fields, Rena Cummins, Leanne Roberts, Rock and come in. Devon Hayes, Sheila Hayes is here with us as well, and Patricia Kisoon. We are so happy that all you lovely folks are here. For hundreds of you have already joined us. Don't let me waste time. Some of us getting very complacent. We gotta beg, we gotta be sharing the light. One bell in your chest. They wake up, they're gonna share the 50 times. But don't let me come to that. Albert Morgan, how about you? You share the light as well. Bang Bang, Bang Put, Graphic Gibbs, Raman Jones. How are you, Eva Garnett, Roxanne Lester Jacobs, and Pat Davison is here as well. Carlton Beverly. Good to see you. Hello, Real Anthony. How are you doing tonight? Pace and power. Folks. I beg of you. Let, please. Let the thing look nice. Let me take the mic down a little bit. Some folks say we got a slight echo. Let me pull the mic down a little bit. See if that do. See if that does it for us. Maybe it's a little too much volume. Pace and power. Pace and power, guys. Let me see if we can balance the audio. I don't know if I can do it from my end. Hopefully. Right. Somebody said fix the audio. We're going to get that done, guys. We're going to get it done. Pace and power. Boots on the ground. Pace and power. We're going to get it right, folks. We're going to get the audio right. We're going to get the audio right. Pace and power. Pace and power, guys. That's how we do it. Pace and power. Pace and power, good folks. Pace and power. How are you folks doing? Well, we hope you folks are great. We really hope you folks are great. And let us know if the audio is any better. We hope it is. We're trying to adjust it quickly. We're fired up and ready to go. And nothing is stopping me tonight. That's really why y'all know. Nothing is stopping me. Good. Nothing is stopping us. Pace and power. That's how we're doing it. Pace and power. Good folks? Are we sounding any better there? Let us know. Let us know. Better in the chest, folks, with this audio. Is the audio any better? Let us know, folks. The guy said it'll give him a little echo, and we hope to rectify that. The folks said the sounds a little better. The sounds a little better. Let me know. Let us know. We're trying to bring it down. Adjust it well. Hope you guys are great, folks. Hope you guys are great. The folks saying they think the mic is a little loud. We're going to try to pull it down a little bit. All right. We're fired up at our end. It's too much power now. It's too much fancy thing we're using. Let me have a little one mic. Now it's cordless and all kinds of fancy thing. That's how the story is going on. That's what it's too fancy now. Too fancy. Folks, we're fired up at our end. And we're ready to go, and we trust that you beautiful folks are as well, and we hope the audio doesn't do too much harm to your hearing. That's not what we want at all. We hope the audio doesn't do too much harm to your hearing. Too much power, the boys say. Pace and power is too much. The folks says better. Good to have you here, folks. We're fired up, and we are ready to go. We are ready to head into the fight card. Diane and Cecile Weeks, Rena Cummins, Chandel Fredericks. Thousands of you have now joined us 8 minutes into the program. We're so privileged to have you folks here. Sion Quentin, Joan Stephanie, good to have you. Cecile Weeks and Nicole Brandis Higgins, Cheryl Mulrain, and all you beautiful, fantastic folks. We trust that you guys are great. Somebody said the sound of balance. It's like me. Balance. But some of it tripping out. Good to have you. Diana, is it Badine? Patricia Kisoon, Vincent Kilkenny, Renal, and Maxine Still. Good to have you, Sandra. Good luck, Sample. Guys, this Mingo Bird is here as well. And I see Ingrid Crawford. Maria Niles is here too. Cecily Weeks, how are you doing? Good folks, how are you? I am fired up. I'm ready to get into the fight card. And I hope you folks are as well. But you know what? First and foremost, guys. We want to thank all our top fans. Tonight is a night we are thanking our top fans. And you might be surprised. You just might be surprised who can get the top fan badge. It's not everybody. I tell you, it's not everybody. Not everybody getting top fan. I am speaking to, is it Aidan Jones? Aidan Jones tonight. It's been top fun. I show you why. Some of y'all don't go all out to this program, you know. Some of y'all chinksing. Some of y'all bluffing. Right? Y'all bluffing like the good doctor. Like the doctor, you know, be good. Like the doctor, you're bluffing. Sean Punter, they're bluffing. They got a few top fans that go all out for this program. And that's where we pick up the broadcast from tonight. It's not everybody. The other spectator, I know it's not you. I know it's not you. You're not only top fans. I know that. Right? I'm fooling myself. Cheryl Gillix is only some people. Angela, it's not everybody. Some. We got a few top fans. Folks, Aideen Jones takes it away tonight. Top fan, Aideen Jones. Without a question. When you see Aideen Jones, and why Aideen Jones has all our top fan batch tonight, you're going to understand why. It's not everybody. It's not for everybody. We're not for everybody. We are an acquired taste. Like good wife. Aideen Jones, folks. Top fan tonight. We there. Let's wait. So, folks, give us a share for little Aideen Jones there. I hope I'm getting the name correct. Aiden Jones, little Aiden Jones. Top fans, some of y'all don't go all out for us. We understand. Y'all come around here bluffing, but you can't bluff us. Right? You cannot bluff us. Sean Butters, Naomi, you can't bluff we. Haven Petal Wilson. That's me top fan tonight. You cannot bluff us. Aiden, that's me top fan. Aiden Jones. We want to thank Aiden's parents for sending us that, bringing them in young, bringing them into political consciousness very, very young. Let's fight, folks. Let's fight. We fire up at this end. Thanks again to the parents of Aiden Jones for sending us that. Let's fight. Things tight. Let's go down the road, Babani, Spurley, Dayon, Ayana, Bibi, Sandy Ford. You already go down the road, y'all bluffing tonight. Floret, Jacobs Ward. How y'all doing, the man? Don Barnes, Cheryl Shiroda, Marvin Garraway up top. Yep, young Aiden Jones up top. Tinsing Henry, good to have you. Eva Garlett, and I see Carol Huxton and Mark McBean. Really good to have all of you. Beautiful, fantastic folks with us this evening. We'd rather it no other way. We would rather it no other way. Welcome, folks. Welcome to each and every one of you. We're fired up at our end, and where are we bringing it from? Where are we taking it from tonight? FYI, for information. Y'all know them boys lazy. They don't come out to office too much. Y'all know how this operates. But they tune in to watch to see what's going wrong in this country. To sense the pulse of the nation. We're coming to ring the man. Y'all not too far off. Why stand us down far off and watch? Some of y'all like Doubting Thomas. Come hither. Please and thank you for your information, folks. For your information. Here we go. First up. Just in case you feel the skin scratchy, itchy, a little bit or so on. It's not doing the people do it, you know. It's not doing the people do. Might be the skin cream. It just might be the skin. So believe it or not, it's not doing the people do it. They want to do you one thing. You got nothing nobody want. They want to do nothing. It might be the skin cream. And folks, we learned today. How do they do you? If you feel your skin itching, you're sweating a little too much, it might be you might be using this cream. And Massey has recalled this Jordan's moisturizer after a bacteria has been discovered in the brands Jergens, that is just distributed by Massey. They have recalled the brand, so you just might want to contact Massey if you have bought one of this from their stores, or perhaps if you bought one of it, period. Good. Massey, they tell us, is a distributor, and they have recalled Jergens from the market because they say they have discovered a bacteria within the brand. So just in case, it's not doing the people want to do it. Nobody went so damn for you. At least they went yet. Check your vanity. Check wherever you keep your cosmetics and so on, and see if you got a bottle of this and you might want to make contact with Massey if that be the case. I tell you, all it's not doing the people want to do you. They want to do you one thing, right? They want to do you one thing. It might be monkeypox though. It's not doing it to you. Volney Wilson, Clenard, Martins, Adele Semple, Pauline Jones, Barbara Ralph. We hope you guys are fired up and ready to go. So folks, take note of that. Please and thank you. Take note of that. Here we go, folks. Well, story here now. For information. What a jail! You say now for your son, let me focus back on some government work, the man. Let us focus back on the people business. Please and thank you. Folks, look what happening here in Latem. Look what happening here in Latem. The Linden to Latem trails. Trials and trails. Trails and trials. Trials and trails. The folks are fed up. They say they're tired. They say they're able to know where the oil money going to. That is the big question. That is the big question that all the folks are asking. Where the oil money going? The trails and trials of Linden Latem Road. Take a look. Yep, it looks like a bridge has given way there, folks. That might need some of your attention, Wanaja. That might need some of your attention. Deal that in there. If it's been a little big house over so yet, right? The 500-room mansion, that big house, deal that we can get this, let them Linden Trail and trials and trails, some attention. Please and thank you. The people are asking for the people of Guyana. The people of Guyana are asking and I asking for them. They let them Linden Trail. It needs some attention. All right, we send out this son, you get a daughter-in-law, one at jail. Do you like to finish me in the big house yet, man? How long like it take? Huh? The long like the 10 commandments, man. Shucks. Then let them trail. It needs some attention. Moving on to the fight card, folks. For information, for your information. The crime. What you can tell us now? The crime, folks, the crime is getting out of hand. You're not getting out of hand. Soon as you step out your gate, them boys go with you. In some instance, they're coming beyond your gate to go with you. Not say Travis Poller, Bob Annie, Michelle McKay. Are we lying? Huh? Jonna, are we lying? Donna Levan, Lois McKenzie, we're lying. Annie Sewell, we're lying. Pretty Milicia, that's a little subjective name. Mark McBean. You know, we're telling the truth. Crime is spiraling. Look why we say that. Another instance, yet another instance. I tell you some instances, them boys coming beyond your fence. Sharon Castillo Edwards. Ginseng Henry, get a spectator, them boy coming beyond your fence. Get a spectator, hoping to come for you. It might be you coming for some people, so that's the other story. Hoping to come for you. You ever? More who shared the damn live and who will smash the emoji button first to I tell you, them boys ain't got time. They're coming beyond your fence. Right? But as Big Auntie said, if you can't cut it, don't fetch it. But they fetch away a lot of things these days. They fetch away a lot of things. You all know the people that promise a crime prevention plan. We still holding, we still waiting, we still watching. They promise a crime prevention plan. What happened to that? Whatever happened to that? The promises of people on the paper. Write it down. Take a look. Take a listen. Watch when the man fetch away.
Is it slippers?
Yep, the fella got a whole engine for the back. There's a whole engine in the man fetching up. And I can see these slippers, a whole engine. So let us know, folks, if you know your face, right? If you're in a bed next to you, please report them to the closest police station. The closest police station. Take a look at that. There's a whole engine.
Is it slippers?
And him over. Please and thank you. That's all is going down there. You know, folks, don't condone wrongdoing, you know. Do not condone wrongdoing. It can be to your detriment. Michelle McKay tell them. Brenda Moore tell them. Don't let me condone wrongdoing. I'll take pictures. Don't let me do it. Bridget Dublin, don't let me do it. Brenda McKenzie Talbot, don't let me do it. We ain't condoning wrongdoings. Albert Morgan, please and thank you. We ain't condoning wrongdoings. Moving on to fight card, good folks. Moving on, where do we go next? Justice. Too long delayed is justice denied. The great civil rights leader MLK said justice too long delayed. Too long delayed. We saw justice today, folks, as this gentleman, 2 life sentences, horrific, despicable act. Ronald Armstrong committed on a young lady when she was 20 years old. He robbed and raped her. Robbed and raped her. But they fling the whole book at him. 2 life sentences. They wasn't having it. They were not having it. Sometimes you gotta set an example. It's sad, but sometimes that is what it takes. You gotta set an example, right? An example needs to be set. But they're telling us today the 36-year-old man formed a friendship, East Bank Demerara. He was sentenced to 2 life terms on Monday for sexual offenses in the sexual offenses court, rather. Yep, where he was convicted of raping a 20-year-old woman at gunpoint. Well, the judge wasn't having it. The judge was not having it. No. She was not having it. She said based on the seriousness of the offenses and the prevalence, right, she was compelled to impose a sentence commensurate with that. The seriousness and the prevalence. In arriving at an appropriate penalty, she also considered the physical, psychological, and emotional trauma the woman was left to endure. Yep. All of those went into 2 life sentences. Now, the young lady told, as proffered by the state prosecutor, Carissa Henry, told that the rape survivor described Armstrong, a former laborer, as a weak-minded, deranged, sadistic monster, and the pitiful excuse of a human being. Yep. Justice, 2 life sentences. Folks, we cannot condone this kind of action in society. And too long in this country, for too long in this country, our women folk have been on the harsh receiving end of this madness, on the harsh receiving end of this nonsense. And it has to stop. It has to stop. And I say kudos to the judge who had the testicular fortitude to do what it took. A harsh sentence. Hopefully, some of y'all get deterred by this. Hopefully. And now, Ronald Armstrong can go and reflect on his actions for the rest of his life. Hopefully, some of the others get deterred. Moving on, folks. We turn to them boys. Y'all know them. Dan Nelson, you know them? Clive Jackson, Sandrine Baird, Brian Graves Zandy, you know them? Spurley, Glycis Minglebone, Rennie Mackenzie Talbot, you don't know them? Jagabats and Trench Crappos, the Tadpoles, the Cricketers, the Scarecrows, the Carrion Crows, the Jumbie Birds, the Tapeworm, the whole family, the whole Animal Farm. You don't know them? It's their section now. On us. We can pay the bill. It's on us. It's their section. Jagabats and Trench Crappos. Blood story. Y'all buying it easy day, no? No easy day. Finale. Yesterday we told you of some damning accusations of the Finale-led regime taking over, hijacking the National Two-Show Conference. Well, the folks are having it. This and a long time. That's what we want y'all to know. This and a long time. More accusations today. This instance, fellas said the PP undermining the National Two-Shows Council. The lock it up, the lock it down. The people can't move without them knowing. Can't visit the family in the city. What kind of wickedness is this? You can't visit your family in the city? Is this North Korea? Is this King Jong-il? People come out the interior for a conference. You can't visit your family? They're not even allowed our indigenous brothers and sisters to play a meaningful role on the program. How the people have hijacked it. How they have hijacked it. Good folks. But hear this. Chandel Moses, Michelle McKay, Claudia Rollins, and Chandel, Mona Moses as well, and Christina Figueroa. Hear this. The outgoing chairman of the National Two-Shows Conference, he wasn't having it. Nicholas Fredericks, he was not having it today. Today was the wrong day. Today was the wrong day, Spurdy. And he wrote a letter to the editor today, the contents of which, some of which, I want to share with you all. some of which, and you all tell us if the PPP care. Lester Williams, tell us if PPP care. Robert Narine, you tell us if they care. Kim Walker, Sharon Castillo, Terence Lloyd, you tell us if them boy care. Here the outgoing chairman of the National Institutional Conference had to say. He asked some questions. The header for the letter. The header for the letter is the National Institutional Conference. It was undermined by the government. The leadership, it was undermined. That is what Mr. Frederick said. He went on to say, I encourage our two shows to stand strong. And then he asked some questions, Barbara Waldron. Here he said, right, some things that must be considered. He said, when will our outstanding land claims be resolved? The people need title for the lands. The people got them going around in circles. And these are the same jagabats and trench crappos that will come and say they care. One, he said, when will the government respect? When will the government respect our right to prior and informed consent? When will they inspect that? The government can't answer. Another question you're going. Chairman asks, how will the government implement the recommendation for the human rights treaty bodies? And we can talk about that a little more in a second. How will they implement that? There were two historic decisions that were handed down against the PPP, where concerns contravening the rights of our indigenous brothers and sisters. Nicholas Frederick asks, and here what he said in part of this letter. Today, he said, myself and my fellow outgoing executive committee members have worked hard to ensure our independence as a body. However, the independence is undermined by the failure of the government to ensure that the NTC, the National Two Shows Council, has the funds to allow us to coordinate and organize the conference myself. Them boys in everything. Them boys in everything. You tell me the care. Clive Jackson, you think this is a disposition of a government that care and violating the brothers and sisters like this? Violating us like this? Well, yesterday we told you, former advisor to the government on indigenous affairs, former advisor, he too had some choice words for this administration. Very, very choice words for this administration. What they're doing to our indigenous brothers and sisters. Friends around the world, share the damn live, smash the emoji button, and I tell you folks, all involved. Our national poet Martin Carter says, and all are consumed. In his letter to the press, Marvin Williams, the former advisor on indigenous affairs, in his letter, he said many two shows are uncomfortable, but they must attend the PPP dominated control conference. Dominated and controlled conference. Right? They're uncomfortable. But you know what they fear? Like many of us, they're different. They fear victimization. They fear victimization from this wicked, stink, and dirty regime. That's what they fear. Hear what Marvin said. There's no place in the program for any indigenous group or council or other such body to make any presentation on behalf of the indigenous citizens. There is not even a session which allows for indigenous leaders to spend time together in closed room conversation where they discuss matters of importance away from the government officials and media. They said them boys breathing down the neck all the time, watching over the shoulder, people in the phone, if they tap them. Why? Why? Is a police state? Clive Jackson, you tell me, Clive. You might know more than me. Vesta Harley Rajkumar, is it a police state? Alice Motilal, Chinson Henry, is a police state we living in? Is it? You're going to answer to the question. Colonel Henry, you got to answer to the question. Now if you've been an ardent viewer of this program, if You've been ardent view of this program, like Aidan Jones, like young Aidan Jones. You've come into contact with these issues we have been following in the indigenous community. You've come into contact with them. We've pointed out to you time and again issues at an area called Little Canubali in Santa Cruz, where some of our indigenous brothers and sisters inhabit Region 1. They got some governance issues. The Tisha was PPP and the thief and out the money. People don't want to give any redress for that. One of those international decisions we told you about by the UN Committee on the Elimination of Racial Discrimination handed down a decision concerning the mining on indigenous lands at a place called Chinese Landing, where the Carib community inhabit. You know the government are doing nothing to redress the situation till now. Squatting on the people's land, digging out the mineral wealth from the earth, giving them pittance and pocketing billions. The government has done nothing to give redress to that. But Jack Neo, Alefanani, gone by the National Conference Center, Lillinal, for lie and say, oh, we care. We care about our indigenous brothers and sisters. It's lie them a tell. It's Sanuru and a Kawayo community, Mazaruni Region 7, they got a similar mining issue. A historic decision was handed down by the international body, the Inter-American Commission on Human Rights, again, saying that the rights of the people there are being violated, the Akawayo community. The PPPC government, as of today, has done nothing to bring redress to that situation there. There's a similar situation operating at Morudi, Deep South Ubununi, Region 9. Wiki Kalkoni, Region 10, got similar issue. Wiki Kalkoni, Region 10, got similar governance issues. Haruru, Region 10 also, and them boys in Kamrung y'all. Whatever Garnet, we share the life tonight, or we play. Smash the emoji button for us. They'll come and send the care. They'll come in some of your community just now. When the bus the election date, so we care. We care about y'all. But look what they're doing. You think it's only to us? All are involved. The late great poet Martin Carter says, and all are consumed. One for all and all for one. Nicoletta Campbell. You see what they're doing to the folks here? It's not passing strange. We saw this as a headline in one of the daily newspapers. Can you imagine this? Can you fathom Michelle McKay, Lizzie Simon, if this was under the David Granger-led administration? This was the headline. Sabbath News, May 2022. For 21 months, the Amerindian People's Association has been unable to meet Minister Sukai. Isn't that an indictment on the minister? Isn't that an indictment on the minister? For 21 months, the Amerindian People's Association has been unable to meet Minister Pauline Sukai, who's sharing the live, folks. Valid, credible information. You can go back to Stabic News of May 22nd, 2022, and you can check that. For 21 months, the Stabic News editorial shouted, the Amerindians People Association cannot meet with Sukai, but Sukai can come around with funny and say, Shakir, don't come around with funny. You think they care, Charmin? You think it's only your communities they've abandoned? Well, they've abandoned lots of our indigenous brothers and sisters. They have abandoned lots of their communities as well. We all think happening in this country. The cake shop on their finale. And all through this week, our indigenous brothers and sisters will be at the National Convention Center, Conference Center at Lilliandale, the Outer Chunk. Meeting there under heavy security, heavy surveillance. Why y'all know them boys come back? 21 months, the Amerindian People's Association could not meet with the minister with responsibility. With the minister with responsibility. Y'all see wickedness? Moving on. Look some more story here now. We beating and teaching tonight. See, I think it's only on that front. Them boys failing. is on every front. On every front. You know we had the Saudis with us just recently? On every front. So Iran dealing with indigenous brothers and sisters in our country. Well, they're faring no better. With us, with the Saudis. Sabbath News editorial is titled Saudi Investment Delegation. Right? If giving away everything. He gave away everything, Linda Barker. Here is Sabbath News said. He injudiciously assented to some of what had been asked for. You want a foreign affairs ticket? Saudis, they want the finance ministry ticket. Sabbath News said he injudiciously assented to some of what had been asked for. Oh, you all want land? How much land you want on Jamaica? Take it. Sabbath News went on to say, this desk that he promised them at finance. Here is Sabbath News. This is not opposition, you know. Take this in your chest like a bell PPP. Like a bell in your chest. Take it. Any locating of a desk at the Ministry of Finance for Saudi Arabia is wholly unacceptable and must not be permitted. Sabbath News. So the failing when it comes to the relations with our indigenous brothers and sisters, even with foreign affairs, oh Father, them boys failing. What are good at? Swizzle beat, tell me the man, what are good at? Deborah Clark, Pauline Gentle, Kwesi Hunt, Wayne Bob, Diane Graves Andy, Samuel Jenks, what are good at, the man? They must be good at something. Y'all tell me, what are they good at? Is everything they're failing at? Everything them boys failing at. Huh? Investments. Well, if we talk about investments, we got to talk about Sue. Because Sue has all the support. And Sue handles all the agreements. We got to talk about Sue. You know, if I say Aubrey Norton, say XYZ on Sue Gate, then by say, oh, it's them. If I say in my own stead, this is my opinion. You have to say Rabbi Rosa. Rabbi Rosa, but listen to Sabbath News on Sue on every front they're failing us. Sabbath News in an editorial titled Shocking Disclosure. Here's Sabbath News in the chest. If, rather, in a kind of amorphous sense, everyone knows about corruption of Rita David, Robert Ryan. Everyone knows about corruption, but nothing systemized on this scale. That is after viewing the last installment of Sugate, the last installment of Gale for Sale. Sabbath News says, we weren't ready for corruption on this scale. Jagabats and trench crappos, that's not the opposition, it's Sabbath News. In that editorial, here is Sabbath News said about them. Margot, here is Sabbath News said about them. Lester Williams, Kwesi Hunt, here's Sabbath News. If officials accept bribes from them, they will undoubtedly accept bribes from all sources. If they accept bribes from the Chinese, they will accept bribes from all sources. It is just that in the case of the Chinese, it might be more of an industrial scale corruption. That's what Sabbath News arrived at. Surmise after viewing the second installment of the for Sale. The corruption with the Chinese on an industrial scale. At the very least, it is more organized. Them boys come back. You have all the evidence you need in this country about corruption. All the evidence they need, you need, about corruption, industrial scale corruption, systemized corruption. Are we going to give Isabel Young the award of democracy? We should. How are we looking on the front? How are we looking on that front? Corrupt. And why are we talking about that? We governments are busy at work for the people of this country. A ministry got 2 ministers, 2 subject minister, the sector, 2 minister. Yet we saw Evan Ali today, meeting to talk about carnival. He was being given an update on the cricket carnival planning committee, like he planned to go wind up. Like he planned to go gyrate and forget the troubles. The wanton troubles of his government, fumbling and stumbling in incompetence of an industrial scale. Some folks watching and says micromanaging. How much people can get update for a carnival activity? The president is there. You got to have a stop Mark Phillips, lying on his wall, the little boy Charles Johnson, and then the other one at the end. That's one update. You ever see them meet like this for COVID update in this country? You ever see them meet like this to talk about the economy? You ever see them meet like this to talk about the high cost of living in this country? No. It's a carnival update. You ever see them meet like this to talk about crime? People fetch away your board motor when you're sleeping, thief in your slippers, guy walking bare feet. You ever see them talking about how your jawbone showing and how much money you got to get? The weekly man, the fortnightly man, and the monthly man. You see them meeting like this to talk about those things? No. Carnival. Them boys meeting to talk, but carnival. That's why I want y'all to know. Carnival. Carnival in the air. Pretty girls everywhere. Take a wine on the truck. I want you to juke. Don't come wrong with funny, no. I said, boy, my things. I got to fall back with this thing I walk out. I want you to juke. That's the briefing. Not COVID, not economy, not crime, not education, not sugar. No. Carnival briefing. Every man jack into cricket carnival briefing. Yeah. National things. Cricket carnival briefing. Everybody present. Right? Money for the public service? No. Not the kind of attention. Right? The carnage on the roads? No. The carnage on the waterways? No, not that. Everything else. Carnival. Moving on in the fight card. Who vex? I want you to know we beg. As of June 30th, I beg. Right? But I got a little sense. Naomi a big. But I got a little sense. Marlon Ford a big. We ain't stupid. Don't come wrong funny. We big. But we ain't stupid. Y'all know they got a court case going on. Now, y'all buy Robeson then. Y'all know Robeson. Go slow Robeson. Say one. Low energy Robeson. Say one. Right? In the petition to the court on why finally, unilaterally, without consulting with the leader of the opposition, appointed Clifton Hickens to act as Commissioner of Police. Robeson said it was because of Maduro. Yep. Maduro in Venezuela. Yes, it's true. He said it was Maduro. I want to know we beg. But we stupid. Dan Fordyce, Mark McBean, Ofcha, Eloise, Williams, Hazel Chase, we beg. Clive Jackson, Mark McBean, Holly London, we beg. He says Maduro. Right? He said Hickens was appointed to assess the threat from Venezuela. We had to hurry. You don't know Hickens was the hero. You don't know that. Hickens saved us. If it wasn't for Hickens, then by to take over. Right? But then by here, Hickens gets appointed, then by say, all right, stand down. Stand down. Hickens is there. Y'all stand down. It's not the army. The army is Hickens. Right? Hickens is there. Stand down, everybody. Right? That's what Ben tell the court. Hickens had to be appointed to assess the threat from Venezuela. Folks, it's a country we got here. Again, I tried to dance around in my head tonight. It was a civilized plantation. The late great poet felt strongly, guys, our country, it's a civilized plantation. That's what Ben tell the court. He said, Maduro, make me a point, Higgins. Huh? Maduro, oh. You're everything, boy. You're everything. Moving on in the fight, cannot go in. We often show you guys Andrew Griffith, GT Star Boy. We often show you guys how things start. We don't often show it going. Showing Baines, Leslie Patrice, Hamilton. We don't often show you how it's going. Look at this one going. Y'all remember Eifert? Eifert can't catch a break. Oh, Father. Every morning, when Sis, Narayan Singh, wake up to preside over Kaisuki Mrs. running to a wall. Miss fed up. The third line at Eifert just start walking back. The sugar walkers there gone on strike. Them boys just get 250,000. They gone on strike. They say, we want more money. We want more money. Bring in the grinding that has just restarted at Eifert to a standstill. Yet again. Folks, it's not country we got here, you know. We got a civilized plantation. Them boys said that they want some money that is owed to them. That's part of the reason they are striking. They're demanding holiday with pay for the first crop of 2022. Holiday with pay. Y'all hear that? Money got make. Them boy want holiday with pay. This I thought to know. Hold on. Hold on, Ivan Lamy. They want holiday with pay for the first crop of 2022. Hold on. We teach them tonight. Right? This I thought you know. This is the area the Ghana University of Eifert went to. Eifert went QG. He went QG, dropped out second year, transferred to Eifert. And there he completed his studies. Eifert University of Eifert. Right? University of Eifert. I went QG, did communications, graduated, did law, did my LLB. I got my bongs, my LLB, graduated. Right? Never see it for the day, but you see, he went 2 years, he dropped out. A lot of people say they're going to UG these days, but when you check the files, you can't find any records. A lot of people, they say they do study. A lot of people say they went to UG, but we coming wrong. Right? You remember, for the first quarter, them boys say they want holiday with pay. Eifert. Now look what Eifert did for the first quarter. Eifert was supposed to produce 4,295,000 tons, metric tons of sugar to be exact. 4,295 metric tons of sugar. They produce 66. Them boys on holiday with pay, and they just get it 200,000 plus little benefits. Right? If they're entitled to it, so be it. But I'm just saying the numbers. Right? Albion was to produce 9,078. They produced 7,488. Overall, for the first crop, they was to do 20,000. Right? Them boys do 13,000. But when you go to school like where A went, you say you get an A. 13 out of 20 is an A. Kaisuku doing well. Clear the way, sugar coming back. Clear the way, sugar coming back. Folks, that's how them boys do it. You see when you start busting the numbers now, the trenches and the jaggerbacks and the trench crappers, they go quiet. They're pulling the shells out. To block from the blows, 66 tons, right? And then boys say they're bringing back sugar. Where? When I become a great grandfather, I'm 120th birthday, yeah, alive and well and kicking. Look, y'all take several seats, man. Some of y'all drivers out there, y'all on it. Erica Hooper, Leslie Patrice, Hamilton, you know what they're on, right? Nicole Brandis against you told me what they're on. Is it sure? This is where they're on. MS, and we mean medical service. Margaret Nelson, MS, and we mean medical service. Did I put it? MS. Right? Now, I don't know. You're within the speed limit. You know, you're within the zone, within the speed limit. You're going down the road. How you end up like this? Them man parking now on the median. They get time. Deshaun Alexander. Them boys don't care. They're on the median. On the median. Them boys there on the highway. Run by Yokohama. Them boys there time, they park up. The same parking scales in city. We can take it here. We can take it here. The madness continue. I'm just telling you, but you see here from Onage, the little boy and them meeting to talk about the recklessness and the wanton carnage taking place in our roads. No. Carnival, everybody present. Carnival, one step forward, two step backward and tremble. Everybody tremble. But look if you see Onage two-piece by this carnival. Sell off. Carnival, everybody present. Road tires, not so much. They're not interested in these things. Right? But some of y'all up on it. We can tell y'all slow down and arrive alive, man. Let me tell you how much time we can say Roxanne Odessa, Pauline Welch, Glenford Gordon, Leslie Lals. How much time we can say slow down and let me arrive alive. Slow down. Moving on and fight car good people. Here's the things. Sometimes things happen, you can't even explain it. Might be attributed to supernatural occurrences. It's the things. That's how I can say sometimes. When the purgatory and the confusion power mix up and hit you, he says the things. You know? You might want to know who dash out here in the outfit when the Saudis came. Rappy and Tubi, look like, and dash a red thing on the head. Who roll out here for? It's the things. There's everyone things. That's what I tell you. It's everyone things. It's the things. Sometimes you see some things happen. You can't explain it in this country. How are you gonna explain all the purgatory every day you wake up and say the confusion powder, the corruptionism? How are you gonna explain that, Donna Miller? Alkaline Caesar, how are you gonna explain it? It's the things. It's the things. They say they want some story and I'm strong. It's the things. Folks, a man carrying Eccles today just went up like that. He don't know what happened. See, just service this car. Just service this car. You know? The car just self-combust. It's the things. It's the things. Closet Fields. Mark McBeal. It's the things. Roxanne Odessa. It's the things. Car just catch fire. Second car for the day, mind you. The second car for the things. Second car for the day. Is either the jumpy board or the things or his boat. It's a mixture. It's hybrid. It's the things. Second car for the day. Burst into flames. Nobody knows. Like the bomb in the triangle. Right? But I want to tell y'all one thing. You know. One thing, y'all buy it. People come here to make money. Corruptionism. Money got for met. Money got for met. God damn it. You know what some people do for love? Yeah? What some people do for that thing called love. Lord. The money they will pay to find it. Huh? The things they will do to get it for that thing called love. Well, there are some people who want to help y'all. There are some people who want to help y'all. So today we start this story. Right? Looking for love in all the wrong places. Right? So a woman find a boyfriend on Facebook. She never meet him. But you have a sad story. The boyfriend had a sad story. She Facebook boyfriend. How much you get a boyfriend on Facebook? I want to see. By emoji, put hashtag Facebook boyfriend. If you got a boyfriend. If you got a man on Facebook, put hashtag Facebook man, Facebook boyfriend. But she got a boyfriend on Facebook. She never meet him. Right? The boyfriend got some financial problems, of course. And he, friend, Jeffon Hines, acted as a front man and duped this woman not once, not twice, 3 times out of $502,000. I see $502,000 in one place since I born. 3 times. She sent money to the Facebook boyfriend through Jeffron Hines. He's the Western Union. He's the MoneyGram. 3 times. Right? The Facebook boyfriend promised her certain things. All certain things he promised her. But she's still looking. She's still waiting. 3 times. 502. I want to tell y'all something. Some of y'all looking for love in all the wrong places. Calm down. Right? I calmed down a long time ago. I calm down more. Right now, coming down West Pass First Gears Park. That's how calm me down. I come into park. I park in the whole damn car. I finish. I park in it. Park. Looking for love. $502,000. She parked with 3 times. What price you put on love? Can I repeat this? Even Lamy. What's the cost of love to you, Annalisa, lovely queen? Lester Williams. How much you can pay for love? As I'm talking about that, a friend of mine called me. Vex. The man says this nonsense in this country got to stop. This government got to go. The cost of living in this country is too high. They have to go. He said at Barumbar, prices gone up from 15,000 to 17. The government has got to go. This foolishness has got to stop. How much you can pay for love? 17,000. The woman forked up $502,000 on 3 occasions. 3 occasions. Me friend fighting to pay 17,000. He said prices gone up. By Barumba, when me went a little while, so I wonder. Me went a little bit. He says 17,000 now. Used to be 15. I said, I'll take your word for it. I can take your word for it. I know things gone up. The Atlantic was done by Bakewell. Right? I said, catch the tennis shows before they go up to 500. I can buy about 60 bags right now in Blast Freeze. Before they go up to 500 by year end. When I bust down North Road, heading down the line, you know, sometimes you just pass by the cathedral looking to see what's the temperature of the economy. Right? You don't buy nothing. Right? You don't buy nothing. You're just looking to see what's the temperature of the economy. Folks, you have to tell them by the cathedral now, you know, as soon as you bank wrong, Albert into North Road, it's shops line up there in the night. Shops line up there in the night. Huh? The boy said, this government got for fall. Barumba now gone up from 15,000 to 17. Right? Barumba now move in. As soon as you bust Albert, you're going down North Road. It's so you're seeing things. And as you go down further, you can tell the prices go up. With the quality of the items you see. $502,000. The woman parked with 3 occasions. How much you can do for love? Huh? Here's the chase. What love costs to you? Sean Miller. Huh? Sean Miller. How much love costs? I drive to Barbies about 15,000 times for love. 15,000 times. What's the cost you can pay? Folks, moving on to fight card. Moving on. It's not a real place. It's not a real place. Y'all know this. We're talking secrets, Ghana spectators, D'Souza, Deborah is not a real place. That's what we're telling y'all. It is not. Right? You think it's one quarter this country got? You think it's one? If you can get quarters at the top, why are we fighting up with McKeel? Dr. Mikhail, I don't know. I don't want to disrespect the man's academic achievements. Academic achievement. Huh? Who am I? If a man could go to a school that didn't really exist, we just put a name on it, on the fiction, and call it Eiffel University. But the man has a PhD now. You know, if the thing starts, the premise of the thing is wrong, right? Then everything that flows from it is a foot of the poisonous tree. Huh? So we there. We see Baby Hassan put out a statement. Baby said she got a little cancer you know, institute her little cancer, what do you call it? I shouldn't say little. Her cancer awareness initiative, right? She has a cancer awareness initiative. She says, trust Mikhail. Mikhail, come and see you as a doctor. Now, if you live in a country where the head, he thinks he can't gadge, right? He papers, right? What we can tell Mikhail? For example, we set in Mikhail. So Mikhail seeing other people getting installed, Mikhail went to install himself within this organization. But apparently Bibi was quick on the draw. Bibi Hassan was quick on the draw. Very, very quick on the draw. Bibi wasn't having it. And Bibi felt something the wrong way and start making some calls. And when she confronted Mikhail, right? Well, the story changed with 50 times, but what we expect? How much times Irfan and Jagdio's story changed with Sue? How much time Irfan and Jagdio's story changed with qualification? You see, we set a bad example and we wonder what happening down the line. But when the apple fall, it don't fall from the tree. And if you're leading by example, sometimes this is the fruit, right? So Mikhail on social media put out a statement. Dr.Mikhail McLennan on social media after this whole firestorm about Dr. Mikhail, he put out a statement. Part of this statement touched me. I can't lie. Part of this statement touched me. Who shared it down like? Who smashed the emoji? But part of this statement touched me. Hear what Mikhail said. Right? Mikhail Thaddeus McLennan. Right? He got the name of a doctor too, you know. Right? If you hear the name Thaddeus McLennan, Dr. Thaddeus McLennan, you think you're somebody. Right? You think you're somebody. You as a church thief, like Sabbatry. Right? Here Mikhail said on social media, I feel it for him. And you have to spend some time reflecting on his actions. It's not the end. You acknowledge your wrongdoing, acknowledge it, own it, and move on. Here it is on social media. It's instructive. Mikhail says, first off, let me start by apologizing to everyone that has been affected by this. I acknowledge that I have made a huge mistake, and I will at least try to explain my side. I did start university in 2016. I want to pause here. I did start university in 2016. Now, some people who start the medical program around that time start saying, well, I am too sure because I never see Mikhail in none of my classes. I don't know if he did it online learning that they didn't start yet at that point, but I'm too sure because I didn't see a lot of folks. That being said, he said he started university in 2016 to pursue, which was and still is my passion, to become a medical doctor. My mom was my only means of support. And when she got ill, I could not support me any longer. I had a choice. I had no choice rather but to drop out. Right? He put it in I had no choice but to drop out. I did try everything else to make my dream a reality, some of which I'm not so proud of. Right? Like I want a little bit more here. Like I want the book from this part here. I did everything to make my dream a reality, some of which I'm not proud of. Like I want the book here now. Right? He said some of which I'm not proud of. But when it did not work out, I was too embarrassed to tell some of my closest friends and family of my situation. I was too embarrassed, Mikhail said, to tell some of my friends, right, and my family of my situation. I can understand this to an extent. You don't like the people, but I can understand it. Right? You know, some people live in an Instagram life. You say, I too shame for showing them why you tell them why you going. They're always at some fancy place. They're living it up like the Jones. So I can understand. To an extent, I don't excuse his behavior, but I could understand to an extent. He said, in my heart of hearts, I'm a doctor. This is the part that touched me. In my heart of hearts, I'm a doctor. I know what he means here. Because in my heart of hearts, I think I'm rich like Elon Musk. In my heart of hearts, I want to build a fantastic broadcasting organization. In my heart of hearts, I'm rich like Elon Musk. I understand that. In here from Ali, heart of hearts. Right? He is the duly elected president and the one who commands the authority and thing in this country. In the heart of hearts, never mind the Chinese businessman who said, you're not for me the president. He's not nobody. The VP, in the heart of heart, he's the one calling shots. In the heart of hearts, this part touched me. Because in the heart of hearts, a lot of things go on. He said, in the heart of hearts, I'm a doctor. So, Dr. Mikhail McLennan, in the heart of hearts, I'm a doctor. Because that's my passion. So, I did insert myself in circumstances which allow me more knowledge in this field. This might be a lie to you. I inserted myself in circumstances which will allow me more knowledge in this field. This might be a lie to. If you only challenge the energy, channel and challenge his energies in the right way, he can do good things. I insert myself in circumstances which allow me knowledge in this field, even if it was not in the classrooms. I know I went too far, right? I know I went too far by calling myself and introducing myself as a doctor. And for that, I sincerely apologize. You know, I wish your father Jack could come to this point here. I know I went too far by calling myself and introducing myself as a doctor. And for that, I sincerely apologize. Right? You can see a lot of people now from today can take down the DR in front of the name. I do not know where I will go from here, but my aim is to the top. I'm only human, and I'm still a work in progress. Aren't we all? Aren't we all a work in progress? Mikhail is not the end. Acknowledge your fault. That's the first step. You get some help? Right? Are you channeling energy in the right way, in an honest way, a way of integrity? Are you going to meet for the right way? Right? I can see the PAP saying, when we get this guy to sign up. When we could get this guy to become a minister. This guy get president potential. I can see the PAP salivating. Salivating. When we can get this guy as a member of this party. He got all the right attributes, man. All the right qualities. But Mikhail, don't bother with them. Don't bother with them. Nothing good can come from that course. Nothing good. Mikhail can come from that. Go forth, Mikhail, and say no more. Go forth and say no more. That being said, folks, that's our time. That's our program. That is the time. That's the program. Please remember, guys, we cannot do this without you. Partner with us. Partner with us. We're available by Cash App, Zelle, PayPal. At both Zelle and PayPal, it's one email address in the ring 592 at Gmail. We are available via MMG 6276963. Available via MoneyGram, available via Western Union as well. You need any guidance? 6276963. That's our time, folks. That's our program. Mikhail. Channel your energy in the right way. You don't go far. Repent and sin no more. Yep. That's our program, good people, and that is our time as well. Thanks for joining us this evening, guys. Share the live and smash that emoji button. I'm going to give some folks a shout out before we go, like Deborah Clark, like Yvonne McPherson, Heaven Faith, Hazelyn King. Good to see you, beautiful folks still with us. Colin Solomon, Delta Sana, good to see you. Jamal Aziz, Sharon Castillo Edwards. I see Ann Kearns, Pretty Milicia, Mark McBain, gentle folks, gentle friends. That is we time, and that is our program. Stay safe, folks. See you guys right back here tomorrow morning for FYI, midday for Below the Belt. Then we'll right back in the ring tomorrow night. That's we time, that's we program. Stay safe, smash the damn emoji button, share the damn line, partner with us. That's we time. Stay